All right, so we're going to go ahead and start this video. And the video is now again transversal. So the transversal indicating, two parallel lines crossed by transversal. So I'm going to go ahead and draw it, and then we're going to go ahead and do the work. Okay. All right. So similar to the problems that we've done before, similar to the tests that we've done, the strategy for here is, are they alternate interior? If they're alternate interior, that means they're the same. If they're alternate exterior, they're the same. Okay? If they are corresponding, that means it lands on top of each other, they're the same. But if they're side by side, that means that when you add them, they equal 180. Okay? So here, let's draw the circle. And we'll draw two circles. Okay? So if you were to take out this circle, see how there's 1, 2, 3, 4 sections? Where would it actually fall under? On the second circle. Which section? 1, 2, 3, 4. It would also fall on number 1, right? So it would fall right here. So that means that these two added together is going to equal 180. All right, so let's go ahead and do that right here. 2x plus 30 plus 10x plus 6 is equal to 180. Okay, so that is the work. So now remember we went over problems like these, all right? Not like these, but we went over problems like this one. I went like these. No, like this one. All right, so what do we do? Okay, so again, what did we do first? We actually we imagine that we cut the circle on the other side, right? We cut the circle and put it on the other side, and it landed right there. So technically, they are side by side, right? So side by side means that they're adjacent, and adjacent means it's 180. So what do? We go ahead and we add 2x plus 10x, which is 12x. 30 plus 6 is 36 equals 180. Now we're doing all the work that we did, right? Okay, so now what do we do? What do we do? What do we do? We subtract 5. Can't divide yet because I can't solve for x yet. I need to get rid of the 36, which is I have to add a negative 36 to both sides. Which now the 12x comes down. And what's 180 take away 36? Well, I don't have my calculator, so let's check it out. Okay. 180 minus 36 is 144. And now we could divide. Now you divide because they're together. You want to divide it by 12? That's a 1, and x is equal to 12. And there's your answer. What does that mean? That means 2 times 12 plus 30 plus 10 times 12 plus 6. When you do all this, it's going to equal 180. All right, and then let's see. 2 times 12 is 24 plus 30 plus 120 plus 6 should equal 180. Well, let me use my calculator now. I'm just checking to see if it's right. So let's see. 24 plus 30 plus 120 plus 6 equals, bam, 180. See that? It equals 180. All right? So basically 180, yep. So it balances. So yeah, so my answer is 12 because it'll balance the whole equation. All right? So that's it. That's all we're doing. Pretty easy? Or nah? So let's go ahead and do this problem together. So again, the strategy is draw a circle, okay? And because you're gonna have two circles, okay? That's my strategy. Because sometimes kids get confused. And is there another way? Well, this is another way. Okay, so remember, this circle has 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. So if this is going to be on section 3, right? Or maybe let's do this quadrant 1, 2, 3, 4. Quadrant 1, 2, 3. So this is going to be right here. 8x plus 7. See that? So they can't be the same because this is a half a circle. See that? Right here, that's how, if you turn it around, that's half a circle, just like over here. So you're going to go ahead and write 8x plus 7. Oops, let me see. You guys can't see it. 8x plus 7 plus the 3x plus 30. Because all that, when you add these two angles together, which are in the form of expression or called binomial, okay, there are two, then that's also going to equal 180. Okay, so 180. So again, we're going to go ahead and balance it. Okay, and let's go ahead, try to solve it. Go ahead, I'll give you 5 seconds head start. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, cool. If you're a little bit stuck, just follow me. All right, here we go. 8x plus 3x is 11x. Take them out. I'm done with the x's. 7. Oh, that's a funny one. I'm done with the x's. Get out. I'm over my x, right? Just, I don't know, silly. All right, and then the next one is 7 plus 30, right? It's not negative. 7 plus 30 is 37. And that's going to equal 180. And again, you're going to be doing the same thing you were doing over here. What did we do when we had 12x plus 36? We did minus 36. We got rid of it. But over here, I have 37. I'm going to circle this. And I'm going to take away 37, both sides. Again, draw the line. Draw the line. See, you're doing the same thing. 0, line, and then that's 11x equals 180. Take away 37. I don't know, so I'm going to use my calculator. Check it out. Take away 37. 143. 143. So now, what did we do when we got to the final step? On the first one, we divided by 12, which is the coefficient. It's the letter next to the variable. I mean, the number next to the variable. So I'm going to divide by 11. Okay? And what's 143 divided by 11? I don't know. So I'm going to use my calculator, which is what? 13. Okay, so there's your 1. X is 13. What does that mean? That means when I plug in x, it's going to balance. The left side is going to balance with the right side, okay? And we're not going to do the work, okay? So that's your answer. X is 13. But 13 what? 13 degrees. Okie dokie, guys. So on this one, again, we're trying to solve for x. And remember, we have an expression in there, x plus 22. And then we have 6x plus 2. All right, so now what are we going to do? Again, a little trick is draw a circle. Okay, so I'll put a different color. Yeah, I used that one already. Let me go ahead and draw it right here. Here's your circle. And then I could put 1, 2, 3, 4, but it has to be the same. And then here, draw a circle, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. So this 4, see how there's a 4? So it's going to land on this 4 as well. So when they land on each other, what are they called? Corresponding. That means that they're the same. That's a corresponding because they land on top of each other. So that means that these two are the same. Okay, understand that. Some of you guys are going to put this plus this equals 180. But no, they're the same. If they're on the same side, so we're going to put x plus 22 equals 6x plus 2. Okay? And then I'll go ahead and put a 1 right here, imaginary 1. So now we do the other type of equations. So again, I'm going to go ahead and work with the x's because I have x's on both sides. I'm going to get rid of the 1x. It doesn't matter which one. I'll just get rid of this one, 1x. Okay, both sides. Cancels it out. Leaves me with 22. 6x minus 1x is 5x plus 2. Now, again, now you do the same thing as you were doing over here. However, the 11x plus 37 would be on the other side. It's okay. Don't let that trick you. All right? Or confuse you. Don't let that confuse you, not trick you. Yeah, sometimes it'll trick you. Like, wait, you know, and then you get all confused. But no, you do the same thing. The only thing is the x will be on the right side. That's it. So I don't want to divide just yet. I want to get rid of the 2. How do I get rid of the 2? How do I get rid of the 2? I subtract. Very good. Subtract 2. So let's go ahead and subtract 2 both sides. Okay, and that's going to be a 0. 22 take away 2 is 20, which is equal to 5x. And then I'm going to divide by 5 because I'm going to divide now on this side. See that? I'm going to divide on this side because the x is there. So there you go. So x is equal to 4. X is equal to 4. What does that mean, mister? Well, if I plug it in, 4 plus 22 is going to equal 6 times 4 plus 22. Let's check it out. What's 4 plus 22? 26. Does that equal 6 times 4 is 24 plus 2? Yeah, 26 is equal to 26. It balances. But my answer is not 26. My answer is 4. The 4 will make it balance. And that's it. That's all we're doing. Very, very easy. Okay? All right, so here we go. So again, what are we doing? Okay, we're checking what they are. So again, I could draw a circle. But remember, look, one is on one side. They're across from each other. If you notice, on this one, they were on the same side. On this one, they were on the same side when you did the circle, right? So let's go ahead and just do this real quick. Here's a circle. And I'll do 1, 2, 3, 4. And here's a circle. 1, 2, 3, 4. So where would this land? This angle will land on 3, which is over here. So 10x minus 30. See? So when they're across from each other, right? What are they? Alternate, right? But this one is what? This one is because they're in the inside, they're called alternate interior angles. Okay? The alternate interior, right? The alternate interior. You could always do that with everything. Like here, they're not alternate interior, so let's do the work. Right here, no, they're not alternate interior, not even exterior. So here, you could have done that. I mean, there's different ways to do it. So this one is alternate interior. So remember, alternate interior means that they're the same. Okay? It doesn't mean this plus this equals 180. It means that they're the same when they're across from each other. So again, we're going to do 8x plus 8 equals 10x minus 30. See that? So now let's do the numbers. You know, now we got to do, well, we cannot add 8x plus 8. We cannot because One of them has a variable, the other one is a constant, doesn't have a variable. Same thing here. We can't combine anything. So now we want to get rid of, let's get rid of the numbers. So like some of you guys might not use the x. Some of you guys might use, oh, minus 8. Minus 8. So that's 8x equals 10x. Now negative and negative is not a positive. You're adding. This is not multiplication. So negative 30, negative 8, which is negative 38. Okay. Now here's the trick right here. Don't put minus x because this side will be equal to 0. So you have x's now. You want x's on one side. So let's get rid of the negative 10x. I mean the 10x and add a negative 10x. Okay. See, by doing it this way, it kind of starts confusing. It starts getting confusing, right? Well, I do this or that. So that's why I like doing the x's first. I want to put the x's on one side. All right. So this right here is negative 2x equals negative 38. Now I have to divide by negative 2. That's a 1, which is negative divided by negative is positive 14. Positive 14. So your answer is 14. That means 8 times 14 plus 8 will be the same. Huh? Oh, wait, no, I'm 9. Oh, yeah, sorry. See what happens when I don't use my calculator? Jeez. I got the same thing, but I think that I subtracted 8x. Yeah, see, it's easier to do the other one, the 8x. That's what I would have done, but I just want to show you guys that you could do anything. You just got to commit to one. All right, minus 8, and you got the same thing. So, sorry, your answer is 19. 19. Okay, 19. Thank you. Thank you for doing your work. Okay? I'm going to pause it now. All right. Bam. Here we go. Okay. So, again, the same thing. You're drawing the circles to help you out. I'm going to put 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. The book doesn't tell you to do this, but this is a strategy that I said, wow, this helps me out. So if you take out this circle and you place it on top of the other, this is going to be on 2. So where's the 2 going to be? It's going to be right there, right, with the other 2. So it's this 4x plus 4 is going to be right here. Now, are they side to side? No, they're not side to side. They're across. They're across from each other. So that means they're alternate something. Alternate exterior? Alternate, but what? What kind? Well, are they interior? Were they in the inside first? Were they in the inside first? No, they weren't. Right? They weren't in the inside because we had to move it. They're actually on the outside, which Frankie said was what? Alternate exterior. Yeah, alternate exterior. See that? So if you didn't get it the first time, now you're like, oh, okay, I'm getting it now. So remember, alternate exterior means that they're the same. They're the same. It's not 180 because they're not side to side. Like, hey, we're together. 180. No, right? So you're going to put 4x plus 4 equals 3x plus 5. Okay? You guys see that? All right, so now let's get rid of the x's. Let's not confuse ourselves. Ooh, which one you want to get rid of? 4x, the 3x. That's easier because because if you do the other one, you're going to get a negative x. And sometimes you guys get like, oh, right? So let's go ahead and do the smaller one. But it doesn't matter. Just do one, all right? So minus 3x, that's going to be 0. 4x minus 3x is 1x, plus 4 equals 5. All right, this was actually going to be a little easy. Then I'm going to take away 4, and x is equal to 1. What, 1? Yeah, 4 times 1 is 4, plus 4 is 8, and then 3 times 1 is 3, plus 5 is 8. Yep, they balance. So my answer is x is equal to 1. All right? So there are the 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. There are the 5 different types that that you're going to be facing with, but you have to know each type and distinguish the difference and which ones are going to be equal to 180, which ones are you're going to add and equal to 180, and which ones are going to be equal to each other. All right, so let's go ahead. Let me stop the video, and let's just go ahead and review all of them. All right, there we go. So if you have a problem like this, okay, where it looks different, just do the same thing. Circle it, move. Now you're going to move the circle to the right, where over here you moved it down or up. Now you're just moving it side to side. So the 77, after I numbered the quadrants, falls on 2. And they're alternate interior or exterior. Well, I don't know. So let me go ahead and draw the interior, the inside. Here's the inside, right? And then here's the outside. Which one do you think it is? Alternate interior or alternate exterior? Which one? Type it, anybody. Which one? Exterior or interior? Exterior, yeah, because they're on the outside. See? Over here, the top and the bottom. So don't let that confuse you. You know, a lot of kids give up right away. Like, oh, I don't get it. Do the same thing. So now they're going to be equal to each other. So 8x plus 13 is equal to 77. Oh, that's going to be a lot easier, right? I'm just going to go ahead and take away 13. And that's going to give me 8x equals 77 take away 13 is 64. And then I'm going to divide by 8. And my answer is 8. Beautiful. See that? So don't let it confuse you, guys. Just because it's like that, do the same thing. You're just doing a different angle. All right? And that's it for this. I'm done. Man, you guys were just sitting there taking notes while I did all the work, but it's all good.